Puyo Puyo Tsuu Perfect Set would be volume number 12 in the SEGA Ages 2500 series, and would be a remake of the classic puzzle game that would have been seen on consoles and even in the arcade back in the day, and would prove to be very popular with regards to puzzle games from SEGA. This port features a number of different modes and different types of versions of the game, so that you can play and explore or re-explore even from a modern standpoint. The one thing that is apparent with this game is if you look at it from a visual standpoint, you'll notice pretty much straight away if you've played puzzle games on the likes of the Sega Mega Drive, this game will instantly be familiar, as this game is also identical to Dr. Robotnik's Mean Bean Machine that was released in the European region and in North America for the Mega Drive way back during the mid-90s, as technically it's the exact same game, just has different character features and removes the likes of Robotnik from the Sega franchise in favour of the characters from this series. But it's essentially the same game, where you have to match different coloured like beans and coloured entities in order to match them up in pairs so that you can acquire different scores and defeat your opponent that's in the other category on the screen. The play style of this game is very similar to the likes of the iconic games such as Tetris and even Columns that also would have been seen on the Sega Mega Drive, Master System and even the Game Gear. So if you're familiar with any of these type of games, you'll be familiar with this, as it plays and feels very similar. Like, technically this is Dr. Robotnik's Mean Bean Machine, but regardless of its comparisons, this game, especially in Japan, was considered to be extremely popular, that managed to spawn loads of different sequels and clearly has a huge fan base. That's mainly down to the play style, but even the cutesy characters that are on offer. But if you like puzzle games, regardless of which version of the game that you play, this here will be right up your street, as it can be very addictive, but at the same time can also be quite difficult. It's a fun game in its own right, but it will require a lot of time to be put into it, and at the same time is an acquired taste to many, as it wouldn't be suited to every player out there. But it is a fun game regardless. It's just one of those iconic puzzle games, and with this version of the game gives the ability to play the game from a modern perspective and to appeal to a different generation of gamers. So if that's something you would be looking into, now would be the time to check it out. And I would love to know your thoughts on this game if you have played it before, and are you a fan of even Dr. Robotnik's Mean Bean Machine that also would have been seen on the Sega Mega Drive, and can you see the similarities between this and that game? I'd love to hear whatever stories you do have of it, so be sure to share it down in the comments below. And if you have enjoyed this video, make sure to leave a like, subscribe to the channel and hit the bell to be updated of future videos. And if you would like to see more content around other types of puzzle games also seen on the PS2, and you can check out the playlist on screen to see more of those games in action. And I will see you all in the next one.